Day 14, final day, so happy. It's 20 past 9 at night and I've had my calorie intake for the day, and I don't really mind that I've got no calories left because I'm quite excited that tomorrow I don't have to count them anymore. Today I've been fine, really, if I'm honest. We had our assessment today that was 50% in the afternoon. I did have a 2-hour rehearsal before with an hour's break, so I did eat 2 bananas today to keep me on the ball. Had cereal for breakfast and, again, celery for lunch. But, I felt hungry on the way home about 3 or 4 o'clock. I ate my lunch probably around about 12. So everything was fairly spaced out. Just feel hungry. This morning I had a thronging headache, but I think that was more to do with the fact that I did get woken up at 4 in the morning after managing to get to sleep at 1, because my flatmates went out. But other than that, I sort of perked up a little bit. I treated myself to a coffee in the canteen, which helped as well, but obviously I haven't done that at all the past 2 weeks because I don't know, I'm assuming it's probably semi-skim milk in the canteen. So I did put 2 teaspoons of sugar in there, but I did count it all, and it came to like approximately like 70 calories, and that's like the high end of the approximation. So yeah, I probably have like saved a few there, but yeah, I've got to tot up exactly how many calories I've had. But from what I worked out, I should have had 75 left for kind of snacks, and I've had like a few cups of tea and a biscuit. So that's more or less it. Tomorrow I'm quite looking forward. Really stodgy foods because obviously my stomach's not going to be used to it. But I'm really looking forward to my jacket potato. It's all I've spoken about the past 2 days is this jacket potato, and I cannot wait. I really can't. And I'm having it with tuna, and I think I'm going to use some of that really low-fat kind of air-whipped cream cheese with it. Yeah. So yeah, got weighed today for the 2-week mark. I've lost just £1 this week, so that makes I'm now 8 stone 4. So that's £3 altogether. I assume it's probably only down to £1 now because I bet my metabolism's probably slowed with sort of lack of food. But yeah, so I lost £3 in 2 weeks on a 700 calorie diet. I was 8.5 stone when I started, so I suppose I didn't have loads to lose as such. It's probably why I've not had a massive weight loss. But I still wouldn't recommend this diet to anyone at all because it's still sort of taken over my life a little bit because now I know I can eat whatever I want. I'm still going to be thinking, oh, well, actually, I know how many calories are in that. I'm probably not going to eat that again. Or I'll avoid it as best I can. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because, like I've said countless times before, I do enjoy the food I'm eating, and it is, like, healthy for me. I'm having plenty of fruit and veg and stuff like that. I just need to eat more of it. But I am missing stodge. I am looking forward to a little bit of stodge. Yeah, there's not else I can say. Tomorrow we start this healthy diet. I have got some chocolate buttons to treat myself with, but I probably will feel guilty for eating them. It might feel a little bit gippy, but I'm not gonna eat the whole bag. But yes, I've got some chocolate buttons. I'm really excited to eat them. I have to show you. There they are, giant ones as well. So I'm really excited to have a few of these. Although I'm one of those people, once I've opened the bag, there's no point putting a reseal sticker on it at all. No one uses that. Just point in resealing it. But yeah, I shall probably eat them all, but I shall try not to. I really want them now. But yeah, so one more day. Well, that was today, and then tomorrow a healthy diet, and wean ourselves off with no more calculations or anything. It's even got to the point where I was sat in the canteen. I didn't do a food plan, but I sort of planned out in my head what I was going to eat, and I was sort of running on automatic, which is what's happening now. I found what it has helped is my daily routine, because beforehand I was just a typical student. I just kind of got up in the morning and I just had enough time to get ready before going to a lecture. So I could like roll out of bed at 8:15 and be at a lecture for 9 quite easily. And quite often I would skip breakfast, but now I'm kind of quite easily getting up between 6:30 and 7 in the morning. Taking time to eat breakfast and catch up on email and everything, and then get ready and then go. And I've not been late the 2 weeks, occasionally I do cut it fine a little bit sometimes, or I can be like maybe 5 minutes late. Not very often, but I do cut it fine. And yet, this 2 weeks, I've been on the ball because it just becomes like clockwork. But then when that clockwork gets upset, for example, yesterday when I didn't get my dinner till 9 o'clock at night, when normally I probably would have eaten it around about 6, 7, or 5, depending. I get a bit agitated, you get really hungry, you sort of lose function completely. But it has helped me get up in the morning. And if anyone's got that kind of situation where they've got to be up in the morning and they're busy during the day, by all means, do a 3 healthy meals a day thing. It does work because your body gets used to it, and it has been nice to feel genuinely hungry as well. So yeah, they're the upsides of the diet. My kind of body clock's accustomed to it for the better. But like I said, when that gets sort of disturbed, it can have sort of adverse effects. But the effect on my head, my memory in particular. I mean, we were having a discussion. We had an observation today, and I was having a discussion with one of our lecturers, and I was trying to make a point, but halfway through making that point, I forgot what point I was trying to make, and it's that kind of thing. I'm just really forgetful. I'm forgetful anyway, but this has made it worse. Really forgetful. Not been able to concentrate much, unless I've been fed. And I'm just kind of really kind of focused, but that way I have to block everyone out. Normally I could probably do some work and have a chat at the same time, but these 2 weeks I have been really antisocial, and I have just kind of blocked everyone out and just got on with the work and done it that way. So it's affected concentration, memory, the stomach. Oh my god, the stomach cramps. Ow. So yeah, stomach cramps, tiredness. Today in particular, I had to go to the top floor of uni, up. How many is it? Like 1, 2, 3, 4 flights of stairs, give or take, maybe 5. And I was knackered when I got to the top, and I was like, oh, I should have taken the lift. But I can't warrant taking the lift on my own because I just look lazy. Yeah, so I was really tired after that. So yeah, physical tiredness, being agitated. Overall, the kind of the cons outweigh the pros, and it's not good. I mean, as well, this kind of, it is a crash diet. It's not a healthy diet. Therefore, you never, whatever diet you do, you're never going to lose weight drastically. It's never going to be instant. There's no point in doing a crash diet because, you might lose it fairly quickly. For example, maybe 3 pounds in 2 weeks, or maybe more if you've got more to lose. But, as soon as you go back onto a normal eating plan, you're going to put that straight back on and make it worse because you've already slowed down your metabolism because your body's trying to kind of, conserve what it's got. So that's why we're sort of weaning ourselves off. We can have a little treat, but ultimately we've got to kind of stick to the healthy diet, just increase our portions a little bit, and just bump up the calories a little bit, which is what we're doing tomorrow. Not quite sure how long we're doing it for. Maybe a week, maybe 2. It just depends on the timescale for the performance. We may only do a week's worth of footage for the actual performance itself, but we might carry it on through this group for the week after or something, just to kind of record it as an ongoing thing. So yeah, I haven't got anything else to report other than I am very pleased it's the end of the last day. I think I've done very well to last this long. I have gone over a couple of times, but like I say, nothing major. I think our actual food plans and diaries will be available to look at the actual performance if you want to have a glance over what we've been eating, and when I did go 8 calories over and stuff like that. You feel free to. It'll all be there. If anyone wants to post a comment or ask us a question about anything, by all means do. Nothing else to say other than, like I said before, cons outweigh the pros. Wouldn't recommend it to anybody. It's not good, it's not healthy, it's not practical, apart from being on, clockwork. That's it. So don't do it. It's not nice. And you can get worse. If you there's a risk that you get addicted to kind of losing weight, and so you want to lose more, and so you gradually cut down your calories. Like someone may start on 1,000 and then maybe cut out to like 900 and maybe just do 300 per meal. Then they might shave off 50 per meal, and then shave off another 50 per meal, and then keep going until they're hardly eating anything during the day, and then that's when it gets dangerous. I mean, the other effects of what you can get from that kind of malnutrition and things like that, it's obviously the tiredness and everything, but physically, people do it to be slim and look beautiful. beautiful, according to society, but you know it affects everything else. You know, it's sort of classed as beautiful and acceptable for women to be completely hairless and things like that. And when you lose this much weight, with something like anorexia and whatnot, you do get a lot of downy hair. You get it on your back, you get it on your face and everything, and it just, you know, it's like you're sacrificing one thing for another, and there's no point. I mean, you only have to watch something like Super Size versus Super Skinny, which I started watching the new series last night, and you know, there is there probably isn't a happy medium for anyone, but there's no point trying to get to an extreme. You know, the extremes aren't good. It's best just to kind of, I think Paul McKenna's kind of hit it on the head with this, like, I can make you thin thing. If you read the book, he just says, like, kind of, eat whatever you want, but don't eat until you're hungry, and eat slowly, and then as soon as you, don't wait until you're podged and full. As soon as you stop feeling hungry, you stop. And then if you get hungry again later on, you just go and get something else to eat. And, you know, I suppose that is probably how it would work if we were still kind of non-civilized animals in the wild. Which, when you think about it, we are still animals, and we're better off listening to our own bodies and our instincts than what we are to the kind of pressures of society, you know, the pressures of media, if you like. You know, there's no point. We live in like a very kind of consumer-based culture, and that is all we do. We consume. So it's getting quite deep now, and I'm on nearly 12 minutes. So I will sign off, and I'll be back tomorrow telling you how amazing I feel after my jacket potato. But for now, I'm just very happy that this is over. And thank you for watching so far. Up until, like, thank you for listening to me complain, listening to me whinge, listening to me have a rant about an orange, you know. And I do apologise for the swearing and any other rants and miserable behaviour you may have seen. So thank you, and goodbye.